Hey everybody, my name is Lucid Faith. I'm your family-friendly streamer who focuses mainly on RPGs and speedrunning, and today I want to talk to you about a game that I'm really excited about, and that is TemTem. Now, you may ask, what is TemTem? TemTem is a monster catching game very similar to Pokemon. You go out in the world that you explore. There are creatures in this world that are known as TemTem, makes sense, that you can tame rather than catch, and then you go on an adventure to conquer 8 different dojos instead of gyms, and then become the best tamer of them all. So straight up same storyline basically as Pokemon. Basic premise, right? It's the same genre as Pokemon. Now, I love Pokemon. Something else I love: MMOs. That's right. TemTem is the game we've all been waiting for. Now, before I get ahead of myself, first off, let's take a look at some of the creatures, the TemTem themselves. Now, here are some of the designs. Y'all, these designs are amazing. And what's also interesting is they have their own type chart, which is really cool. Now, for example, like normal would be in Pokemon. This one has neutral. Instead of grass, it's nature. But then there's other stuff like digital, crystal, mental, right? Mental, you could maybe say psychic, but still, it has its own identity, right? And I feel like mechanically enough, it's going to be very different from Pokemon while still being familiar. Now, one of the things that I'm really excited about, y'all, is that the entire game is going to be co-op, right? It is an MMO. You can play through the entire game with friends, constantly trading, constantly doing 2v1s against opponents, but there's a catch on that. So over here, we're going to jump to this. This is the launch trailer, early access announcement trailer, I should say, that is coming out on Humble Bundle. This is on the Humble Bundle page. Links will be in the description, of course. Now, what's really cool about this, y'all, is as you're going through the game, and as you are exploring, you can just meet up with your friends like this right there. This shows you right now how you can just interact with different people in the overworld. Also, something that's really nice that people have been wanting for years for Pokemon to do, and they're barely doing it now, kind of, is creatures in the overworld and creatures that follow you, right? That's just part of the game for TemTem, so you can show off your cool TemTem to other trainers. I love how social it's going to be. You can customize your trainer to look however you want to. This right here, instead of Pokeball, there are these cards. I don't know the official name, but these cards that you capture TemTem with, or tame TemTem with. There's free trading and socializing, so you can just trade with people. But since it's MMO, it's all innately just a part of the game, and that's gonna be amazing. And now, one of the other big things I'm really excited for is the ongoing content that is gonna be with TemTem. So TemTem is an MMO, right? MMOs put out content. They have to keep their services going. On that note, there will be no subscription fee for this game. That is in the FAQ on the TemTem Kickstarter page, which we'll talk about in a second. So no subscription fee, and there's going to be weekly challenges. There's going to be new TemTem, all kinds of stuff coming your way with this game. There's also going to be a guild system, so you can party with friends and talk to people in kind of a guild fashion. In this game, it'll be called clubs, which I'm really excited about. But here's the thing I'm really excited about: the combat. Now, the reason I'm excited for the combat is the entire thing is pretty much 2v2. So think about Pokemon. Really, when you play through Pokemon, the standard game is 1v1 battles with sprinkles of other stuff. Now you see here, the base battle system is 2v2. Now that's cool, and they've built their entire combat system around this principle of it being 2v2. I love it. Now, one of the things I want to talk to you about a bit more mechanically that I'm really excited for is something called stamina in the game. Now, this is on the official TemTem wiki, which will be linked down below. So, every TemTem has a pool of stamina. Think of it as like a mana bar, right? So instead of using power points, TemTem use their stamina to do moves. The amount of stamina required to perform the technique, or move, this will be the amount that TemTem stamina is reduced when the technique is used. So you may ask, well, what happens when you run out of stamina? And the thing about that is that every turn, you get a little bit more stamina back for your TemTem, right? So there's this wax and wane effect of how much stamina you use one turn and saving up for another turn. And if you do want to, say, skip a turn, basically, not have one of your TemTem attack, you can make it take a turn of rest. Doing that will mean that your TemTem will take no action other than recovering a great deal more stamina than it would normally in that turn. Right? Because it's 2v2, you're not doing anything that turn, right? So you can have one of your TemTems rest while the other one attacks, or has some kind of cool synergy, right? Now here's the other thing. What if you ignore this and go too hard? You then overexert your TemTem. Now this is significant, y'all. Listen to this. Now this is a relationship between your stamina and your HP. So just like in Pokemon, if your HP hits 0, your Pokemon faints. I don't know the technical term for that in TemTem. We'll go with faint for now. Now, this paragraph is intense. When a TemTem overexerts herself, the remaining balance of the technique cost is taken from HP with a scaling factor. What this means is if you have very little stamina left and you use a technique that costs more stamina than what you have, your TemTem will take damage in HP greater than what it would have cost you if you had stamina. So we don't know what this what this scaling factor is, but there's going to be some kind of multiplicative factor, maybe additive factor that is going to punish you for running out of stamina. What if you have a TemTem with a lot of HP? What if you can afford to take the stamina cost, right? And you play with the fact that after a point, you're going to be damaging yourself, and that's okay. See, and then all kinds of other things like that, which is I'm super excited for. Now, the biggest thing, the single biggest thing that I'm excited about for TemTem is this. They are committed to keeping random factors out of their battles. No randomness. Moves don't have accuracy. They just hit or they don't hit. There's not a chance at status ailments, right? It either works or it doesn't work. They've decided to remove all random factors because of frustration that they cause, especially in that competitive scene, and make the combat 100% skill and strategy based. So rather than the best player just getting lucky with a crit, with that 1 in 9 triple protect, right? It's all skill. It's calculated. Love it. love it. Now, there are a ton more features that we could go over. One of the bigger ones I just want to talk about is they have their type chart. Boom, type chart. All the different types, super effective, resistant, neutral attacks. So this type chart may change, right? They may change and there might be a type that's more overpowered or underpowered or whatever, but eventually, right, they'll work that out. And that's one of the beautiful things about an MMO is these constantly evolving meta of TemTem. Some of you may ask, because Nintendo is so keen on their IPs and protecting everything that Nintendo has, you may be afraid, well, this is a Pokemon clone, Nintendo's gonna take it down. Well, here I am to say, and here is Crema, the developers, saying that's not gonna happen, and why. Crema, the developers, already have a working relationship with Nintendo. They are registered developers. Also, all of their assets that they've used is made from scratch. They are not borrowing any assets, music, anything like that from Pokemon. Now, you can't copyright a genre. You can't copyright a mechanic, right? Because if you could, then there would only be one first-person shooter game. There would only be one real-time strategy game, because they would have locked down those mechanics, and that wouldn't work. So the reason I'm making this video right now, the reason I'm really excited, is because TemTem is going to early access January 21st. A month and a half from when I'm recording this on December 12th. Oh, I'm excited, y'all. I am. Now, please check them out. Follow them on Twitter, join their Discord, wishlist them on Humble Bundle, on Steam, all that jazz, right? Links will be in the description below. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Again, I haven't actually played this game yet. I've been watching streams of it. I have been looking at videos, reading through the wiki. I haven't actually got my hands on this game yet, and I'm excited for it, right? It looks good, and I think it will be good. So if you want to discuss further or anything, again, I'm Lucid. I do stream over on twitch.tv/LucidFaith every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, starting at 6 o'clock Central. A link will be down below for that as well. And y'all, as always, I want to help remind you that you matter. I'll see y'all next time.